The anointing in us, guys. We just
finished church, but we couldn't let us go and enjoy our food without doing another video for you all to enjoy this week.
Amen.
So this week, you said amen.
Of course, it's okay to say amen.
It's okay. It's okay. This week we are
Go ahead.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Travel with the Dawsons. Thank you so much for tuning in again another week with us. We are so happy to have you back with us, and if you're a new subscriber, we just want to say welcome.
Welcome to the family, guys. Welcome to the Dawson's family.
Welcome. So we are expanding as a family, and we just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who watched our video last week, who has sent us their congratulations.
Thank you.
And if you haven't watched that video last week, you need to go back and check it out.
Yes.
But for those who are there, who have watched it, as you know, we are pregnant.
We are pregnant. And isn't she beautiful, guys? She's glowing. She's glowing with the glory of God.
And and we just finished church, so
yeah,
we might chip into
a
bit of hallelujah and all of that.
Still have the anointing in us, guys. We just
finished church, but we couldn't let us go and enjoy our food without doing another video for you all to enjoy this week.
Amen.
So this week, you said amen.
Of course, it's okay to say amen.
It's okay. It's okay. This week we are going to be doing a story time.
Story time?
No, you can't do that. We're not Wayne Marshall.
Story time.
I
didn't say Wayne Marshall. I said story time.
Yeah. But those who are...
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, because you don't watch it, but if you're a real friend, then you understand what this means. But anyway, we're going to be doing a story time for you this week. And we're going to be talking about how, we're pregnant again, and we were just reflecting on the last
pregnancy.
Yeah, the last experience of when I was pregnant and everything that happened. So we're going to just go a little bit into that and what happened, and share it with you all today, because many of you won't know what happened the last time.
Yeah.
So here
I don't
goes.
This is a story I think will bless many people out there and really empower you to lift your faith in God when you're faced with real challenging times or difficult situations in life. So, babes, you can start the story.
Woo! So, what happened was we were pregnant 2017.
Yeah.
We found out we were pregnant in May 2017. And
she conceived in Portugal, guys.
Why you gotta tell the people that? Anyway, so we found out, we went to Portugal in April 2017, and we found out we were pregnant in May 2017. Went through pregnancy, I was still working, everything was normal. Can you believe that, this is just the grace of God, but I didn't get any morning sickness.
Yeah.
I didn't experience any of the, the pregnancy symptoms that everyone...
She felt like, she wasn't pregnant. Even when the baby was coming, she was like, I don't feel pregnant. She doesn't feel really... Because the cultural thing that, you're going to vomit or you're going to have those things, she didn't experience any of that.
I didn't experience anything. Like, literally, I was just the same person and my belly was growing. And I was a bit confused because everywhere, even the movies, your friends, family, everyone talks about... the symptoms of spitting or eating dirt or craving chocolate or craving...
But I think she was craving food. She was craving things, but it wasn't like how she understood it, because she wanted me to do things and I'd still do things. Or maybe it was you just taking the mic, like you just wanted me
to... But I didn't get the full-blown, like, what people speak about. So there were times, like, at the beginning of the pregnancy, first trimester, I didn't experience any of that. and I was kind of like upset about it. I know it sounds stupid, but I was quite upset about it because I was thinking I'm not experienced in the full,
experience.
Yeah, and you were like, you sound really stupid. You need to stop. You need to give God thanks that you haven't got any of this. So, that was the first part of the pregnancy. Second trimester, it was the same. There were a few things here and there, like I had heightened smells, and do you remember that time I got in the car and I was like,
something does smell right. Yeah.
And you were like, it's fine, the car's clean. I was like, it's your socks.
I'm like so embarrassed because my socks is clean, guys. We're clean.
And you had your shoes on.
And I had my shoes on.
And I was like, it smells like your socks. And you were like, seriously? But anyway, so, here and there were the odd things, but I didn't get the full-blown what everyone
pregnancy
speaks.
Yeah.
Fast forward.
In essence, everything was smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth. Until.
Until so we got to October, and October we had the most amazing baby shower. All the ladies around me put on an amazing baby shower. Yeah, it was amazing. We found out that we were having a girl, and we had a really good baby shower, and we had some pictures taken. We'll insert some pictures actually. We'll insert some pictures for you to see.
Yeah.
And then that was the Saturday in October. I can't remember the exact date, but the end of October. So I was about 30 weeks pregnant?
30 weeks, yeah.
Or 31, somewhere thereabouts. And I was due...
Heartburn?
Not again. Sorry. I was due the 4th of January?
Yeah.
Second.
The second, yeah. I'm a month.
Yeah. I was due the 2nd of January 2018. And after the bridal shower? After the baby shower, the Monday, I went to work, and I don't want to be too TMI, but something just wasn't right. You're shaking the table.
Okay,
sorry. Something just wasn't right. I went to the bathroom and it wasn't the sight I wanted to see. So I got a bit scared. I called my midwife and I explained what I saw, and she was, alarmed, and she said, I think you should come in because this could be a sign of preterm labour. And I was like, but I'm just 30 weeks.
Yeah.
So I went to the nearest A&E to my workplace. My manager was alarmed.
It was a crazy day. I couldn't function at work.
Was alarmed, and she was like, you need to go to A&E. Don't even wait to go to your hospital. And everyone around me was kind of losing it, apart from me. I was so I didn't understand what was going on. And it didn't affect me. I just kind of felt like, whoa, what's going on? So anyway, I went to the A&E. They were running some checks, blood tests and all of that. And they said that I would have to wait 4 hours to get my paperwork from my hospital sent over. So at that point, I made the decision, it's best for me to actually just go to my hospital. I would get there quicker than 4 hours and get myself sorted.
Yeah.
So I remember I called you and I was like, don't be alarmed. This was way after. Oh, okay. I was like, don't be alarmed. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Stay at work. There's nothing for you to worry about. And you were like, oh, I should come. Do you remember? Oh, I should come. And I was like, no, it's fine. I'll take the train home. And I said, what I'll do when I get home is I'll take a taxi to the hospital, so you will have the car when you get home if anything was to go wrong or whatever, or if you needed to come and get me. So that's exactly what we did. So I went to my hospital and they checked. They done a sweep or whatever just to check where my cervix was, and the doctor at the time, and he was like, you're gonna give birth. And I was like, what? I'm 30 weeks. I've still got 10 weeks to go. And he was like, you're in preterm labour. So they gave me an injection to help the baby's lungs, and everything went a bit crazy. They said they're going to admit me, and within the next week or two, I would have this baby. And I was like, at that moment in time, I was like, Lord, what? What is going on? Like, I just had my baby shower. It was an amazing time. I've had the best pregnancy. Nothing, no complications, nothing. And then all of a sudden, I'm about to give birth. But in that moment, I wasn't I don't know how to put it. It's like it's like a dream.
Yeah.
The whole world around you was going crazy, and I was just like,
Is this really
huh?
like what's that?
Like I didn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's when I called you, and you were. It's like you were halfway there. You got up there so quickly.
Yeah, I got there.
So you were up there. They were monitoring the baby and everything, and they said, for those women who know, that I had lost half of my mucus plug. So the mucus plug is like it's like Vaseline.
The seal that
yeah,
kind of
that keeps the baby up.
in.
So if you lose half of it, then it's, they need to stay up there. But if you've lost half of it, then the baby can come.
Coming, yeah.
So when they explained that to me, and they said that I've lost a lot of it, that the baby can't stay up anymore, and the baby's gonna come, I was like, huh?
At 30 weeks.
Yeah, or 30.
31 week. It was 31
yeah,
week. 31 week, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And I was like so alarmed. So yeah, I was admitted to hospital, and I was in hospital, I think 2 or 3 days.
2 days.
Yeah, 2 or 3 nights anyway. And while I was there, I didn't feel no pain, nothing was wrong. The monitor was on the baby the whole time I was there. You had to be
monitored 24 hours.
Yeah, and the baby heartbeat was fine. There was no complications. Everything was fine. And in that moment, I was still kind of oblivious to it. Like, I didn't understand what was going on. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Yeah. My baby's not coming. My baby's staying up there, and everything's going to be fine.
We got crazy. We got crazy. And I mean, we have some people who just called up, and people started praying, and yeah, we just saw the move of God in that moment. I remember you going to the doctor, and another doctor said to you that
we haven't got there yet.
Okay. Yeah, but we're running ahead of ourselves. But yeah.
Yeah. So after that, we live about
close, 10 minutes from 5 minutes.
No, I was going to say we live about an hour away from my parents, and my parents came to London to visit me, and seeing my parents there, and it was late that night, and seeing my parents just about to leave, I was like, no, you guys are not leaving without me, I'm coming. And they were like, no, you have to stay, like, it's late, it was like 10, 11 or whatever, and you guys were about to go back to our house. And like the fact that you all came, my parents and you were there, and you were about to leave me by myself, I was like, no, that ain't happening. I'm discharging myself, I'm coming. And everyone was like, no, you need to stay. I said, doctor, come, I need to go home. And they were like, no, if you go home, these things could happen. And I was like, I'll be absolutely fine, I'm going home. Mm-hmm. So they said, all right, give us like a while to do your self-discharge notes, and give you all the precautions that could happen, and da da da. And I was like, that's fine, I'm going home. So that night, I went home with you and my parents, and I was like, I'm not staying in this hospital. Everything was absolutely fine. I'm not sick. Nothing was wrong. So I went home. I self-discharged myself, and they said to me that I need to go and see a consultant, I think the next day or 2 days later. So I went to go and see the consultant. I remember you were like, oh, should I stay at home? I was like, go to work, it's fine, I'm absolutely fine. I think I drove myself there. Yeah, I just drove myself to the consultant, went to go and see him. He done the same thing. He checked the cervix, he monitored the babies, checked heartbeats, he done the whole full works, and he was like, wow, yeah, your baby's coming. It's definitely coming. And I was like, sir, tell me on a scale of 1 to 100, like, how sure are you that this baby is coming, as everybody is saying, within the next 2 weeks? He was like, I'm 95% sure.
95% sure in
that
2 weeks, guys.
That this baby will be here within the next 2 weeks. And he just saw how kind of unbothered I was by what he said. And he was like, you need to take this seriously. I'm signing you off from work. I'm putting you on bed rest. You need to keep your legs up, because if you're too much walking around, too much of anything, the baby's going to come. Your mucus plug is, almost gone. So you need to keep your legs up. That was a hard time for me, because we were now in October. No, we were now in November. Mm-hmm. And the baby was due in January. So for me, it was like another 2 2 months of bed rest, which was a problem for me because, as I told you, I was on the go all the time because I didn't feel pregnant. My belly was getting bigger, but I wasn't tired. I didn't get anything. I didn't get
She was just going like a machine.
I was just
She was going to work every day, doing everything the same way because in her mind it didn't click that she was carrying. And I think that's what the problem was because she was just going, doing everything the same way, and not realizing that she has to be more compassionate with herself, taking care of herself. And so, you know, it came to a point where the doctor had to slow her down. And this situation came to slow her down. But what stands out the most to me about this situation, though, was the move of faith within that time. Because the doctor said you have 2 weeks for this baby to come. 2 weeks. And we know that baby coming 2 weeks at that time would be premature in a sense. Much premature. And I remember we were praying, and I remember someone called us we didn't tell anything about this.
We didn't tell anyone.
We didn't tell anyone about this situation, and someone called us who had the discernment that something was going wrong, and the person called us and prayed us through it. And I'm telling you, God turned everything around. Everything around. In fact, go ahead, you should say that.
So, following from the consultant, he said that 95% sure this is coming, and he was, you know, telling me everything that would happen. So he said at this stage, the hospital that I was signed up at do not treat premature babies that are like before 34 weeks or 33 weeks, something to that effect. I can't remember the exact numbers, but he said if you were to give birth anytime soon or within the next 2 weeks, we would have to take your baby to a different hospital, which is
blood of Jesus.
which is far away, and there would be, he said, for every day that your baby is born prematurely is a week. So 1 day is like a week to a baby. So he was saying that this far premature, there would be like many weeks, many months in hospital. So he was like, always remember that, and every time you want to do something, remember that your baby will be suffering for an extra week. And I was like, whoa, this is all too much right now. So I left there just like militant, like this baby's not coming. And I did go on bed rest, and you know what, in this situation, as he said, I was going, and there was nothing. There were times where I even went shopping, food shopping,
and take things,
and I'll be carrying the bags, completely forgotten that I shouldn't be carrying these bags.
I wasn't around, guys. I didn't see that. So don't ask her what I didn't see. All the things that she was doing was when I wasn't there, all right?
Yeah, so there were times, and it was like, this was my first pregnancy, you know, it wasn't what people have been saying. So, you know, things were just happening, and in that time it really did slow me down, and it really did make me think that, you know what, I'm coming to the end and I need to rest. So, you know, all things happen, and in this perfect timing, because it slowed me down, and I really did rest and sit down and kind of take it easy.
She rested to the point where baby came.
You're just so eager to get to the end of the story. So that's what happened. So I was on bed rest. I was signed off at work, and this was November. Time went, but can you imagine weeks in bed? Like weeks and weeks and weeks in bed, like until
she enjoyed it because I was cooking for you, and you're having a good life. I mean, everything
I enjoy your cooking.
You just say what you want, you know, if you get it.
Like ding 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 ding
ding ding. And there's any curry.
Anything I wanted, I got. So yeah, it was nice for the first part. Then after, it started to get to the point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm in bed, the 2 weeks has passed and no baby's here. So this consultant that said 95%, okay, he was wrong. And weeks passed and there was no baby. So it got to the point now where I was like, okay, I need to go back to work. I need to do something. And I did just that. I kind of just said, okay, let me do half days at work, or let me go back twice a week, or I just needed to do something. I couldn't just sit there knowing that I'm going to sit there till January, then have a baby and still be in the house for another like 9 months or whatever. I just couldn't do it. So I started going back to work, like half days, a couple of days a week, even though I was on bed rest, but I was just taking it very easy. I worked out with my managers that I didn't have to come in for 9 o'clock. It was like whenever I got there, I got there. No need to rush, just take it easy. From the train station to my workplace, I would usually walk. I would wait for a bus. So, you know, I was taking it very, very easy until it got into December. Then that's when I officially left my workplace. And all this time, no baby.
No baby.
No baby. So jumping to the end of the story.
From 2 weeks to baby not coming when baby was supposed to come.
From October they were saying baby's gonna come, you need to take it easy, blah blah blah. We were in December now and there was no baby. So Christmas was coming and I was like, baby, just stay in there. You know, let me enjoy my last Christmas and, you know, have my final, you know, whatever.
Pampering.
Yeah. So then in January I could be like new baby, new beginnings, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And baby was just, Eliana was obedient. She stayed all the way in until she was actually 4 days late.
4 days late.
So she was born 40 weeks and 4 days. She came on the 6th of January and she was due on the 2nd of January.
And the doctor said she would come 2 weeks before the time. 2 weeks
2 months.
2 weeks after from that time.
So I was like 30 weeks or
31 weeks. So the baby should have come 33 weeks.
Yeah.
But in fact, she was 4 days late.
She was 4 days late.
So and God is able.
Yeah.
When you're 4 days late, all hope is gone.
She never even went to the 5th day because she was born just before
11:27. 11:27. I think.
37.
11:27.
36.
11:27. I was in the room. Yeah.
So this is just a story time of God's goodness.
We really wanted to share that with you guys. God is amazing. You have to never just take man's decision.
Yeah.
Because when man says something, God has a different plan. We could have given to what the doctor said and hold that in our minds that the baby is coming in 3 weeks or in 2 weeks. But we had faith.
Yeah.
We believed God's report that it was possible for this baby to come full term. And we see Eliana came full term. And that's why her name is Faith, Eliana Faith Dawson, because we believe God. And God turned the situation around. Eliana means God call. God answer. Eliana means God answer. God answer. So God answer our cry. And God allowed Eliana to come in the right time. No disabilities, no nothing. God made her come. You know, it's such a wonderful baby that brings so much joy to our life and your life. Because all of you are asking to see Eliana more in the videos. Yeah. Someone messaged me this week, we need to see more Eliana. Because she's just such a bundle of joy. And we're so happy to to share this story time with you guys, to reach in your faith and to know that no matter what you're going through, no matter what struggle you have, if you trust God, if you put God to the test, He will come through for you. If you believe God, He will make a way for you. The Bible said He will make a way where there seemed to be no way, because Jesus Christ is the way, He is the truth, and He's the life. I want to remind you guys that we are Christian and this is a Christian channel. So whether whether you are not of our faith, we're just sharing our faith with you guys. But thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think it's only right we get Eliana in the video.
Oh yes, definitely.
Hi.
What do you say to everyone?
Hi.
Welcome to
Dawson.
Dawson. And what's your name?
Eliana.
Eliana what?
Say Dawson.
Dawson.
Do you know what Eliana means?
You don't know?
Eliana means God answers.
Yeah, you knew that?
We just told a story of how God answered our prayer for you to come at the right time. Because the doctor told us that you were going to come early, premature, but you came at the right time.
And I was a baby.
You were a baby, yeah.
And that's why you're called Eliana Faith.
Dawson.
Yeah? Dawson. So that's why we say, if the stars can
shine 39, I can make my gold.
If the stars can shine, so can I, because I too is made by
God.
You're a gift from God.
Gift from God.
Move your hands, baby. Go on.
Gift from God.
Gift from God. Silver way and goodness.
And nothing less. Great.
Last one. I can be?
I can be anything. I put my mind to. I believe it. My mommy believe it. My daddy believe it. And God knows it.
Oh wow.
Well done, Ellie. Everybody loves when you come on the channel.
They
What do you
wanna
want to
see
say
more
to
of
the
you.
people? You love them too?
Say, we love you. Thanks for watching.
If you love me, thanks for watching.
Blow kisses to them.
Mwah, mwah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in this week again. Eliana is getting all excited. Let's stop that now, Ellie.
Don't do that. We'll blow kisses.
Blow kisses. Mwah.
Mwah.
And let's do your thing. Okay,
No,
we're
we
gonna
done
go
that
now.
last week.
Oh, we did
Can't
that
do
last
that.
week. All right. All right, guys. So until next time. Bye bye now.
Say bye.
Bye.